So Cam Newton is an ex-NFL quarterback who now spends his time dressing up like an employee at Willy Wonka's factory while going on about the systemic injustices that led him to no longer having a career, as well as reminding the world that he indeed wants to continue to repopulate this planet with basically as many different women as he can get access to. Now, the reason I'm even making a video about this dude in the first place is because when I see these types of patterns, right, I never make a video based upon a one-time deal, especially about an individual. I have to see a long-term, lifelong pattern with somebody, or, they have to display that they're showing a certain level of habits, of character, of a trait that continues to show up in order for me to really dive into that specific person. Cam Newton just happens to be one of those people. And what is that habit? Well, the habit is a lack of responsibility, more specifically as a man, more specifically as a man with children. Now, Cam Newton is unfortunately not a rare case when it comes to the world of sports and entertainment, where you have men, unfortunately, many young black men who end up having not just a multitude of children, because that's perfectly fine. If you have the ability to repopulate the earth, by golly, do it. If you have the resources to take care of them babies, by golly, do it. More babies, the more babies raised in a functional household who are taken care of, the better. However, if you are an individual who is not going to be in the lives of these children, who is going to be accessible for them, and you already kind of have that in mind, that needs to be closed off completely. I believe there are certain people who are meant to have children. Like, they are just parent material. We talk about relationship material. Some people are wifey material, hubby material. There are those who are parent material. They were raised with enough of the selfless gene in them. They were raised with enough of that carer, that not just a nurturer in the feminine, but also the protector, provider in the masculine. There are men who are meant to be dads, moms, or women who are meant to be moms. There's just something there that's wired into you, right? Unfortunately, there are many parents who are not supposed to be in those roles that take those roles. Cam Newton is a representation of that exact ideal. A man who not too long ago essentially came out and admitted that, the money that he used to make in the NFL is just not the same as what he's making now. Surprise, surprise. And it basically has been a hit to his ego that he is no longer able to provide for his children in the same way he once did. Now, don't get me twisted. The man is still worth millions of dollars and likely making millions of dollars just, with his likeness, his image, as far as his podcast or whatever else it may be. But he's not making what he used to. And so he said, I went from feeling like Superman to, any other man, a regular man, or whatever the hell man, right? Maybe Joanna man. If you know, you know. But he feels like he is less valuable, right? Because he can't take care of his kids in the same way. Again, this ain't just a brokety broke dude who has no money. The problem isn't even in the resources. The problem that I have is the next statement that he made, and he's made a multitude of times before, which is that he has different children. He has children by different women, and he still wants more children. Mind you, he has not married a woman to create a household, right? Because you create a household, or you create a home. You can buy a house, you can buy a multitude of houses, but for the house to be a home, well, you have to want to create a foundational, stable grounding. And this isn't a situation where it's like, oh, nasty divorce, they tried, etc. It's just like, no, we're just about to have these babies with these different women, right? Hopefully I can find a good one, but likely not, because I got trust issues and I don't really know if I can settle with one because she's going to take all my money, or whatever the fears may be, right? That's kind of an assumption. But there is a truth according to his own words, that he essentially is not ready for the settled down part, but he is ready for the procreation part. And that to me is problematic. Now, look, I am an equal opportunist asshole. Everybody can get it with me, including me, right? Mostly me, to be honest with you. If I'm wrong, I'm wrong. I check myself. So I check both sides. I've made a video just on baby mamas and baby daddies. the baby mama and baby daddy culture. But here I'm zoning in on an individual who becomes the father of children, i.e., baby daddy. And the fact that we even have to use such wording is just so disrespectful, right? It's unfortunate that that even exists. It's not, oh, here is a father, right, of these children. No, it's a baby daddy, because that's what he's made himself out to be. To those women who are now carrying his children, he is a baby daddy. And he might be, and maybe this is why he feels so liberated in this, is he's not even the extremity of it. Like, there are those like, Anthony Edwards. Soon as he gets in the league, he's got 3 different baby mamas back to back to back, right? You got guys who are no longer here, but left behind 15, 16 kids like a DMX. You have a Nick Cannon who continues to, we should call him Genghis Cannon, or Genghis Nick and Nick Khan or something like that, because the man is seemingly trying to repopulate certain fragment sections of the world. It's like he is the counterbalance between our birth rates going down, death rates going, I guess, well, technically pretty much the same. And you have Nick Cannon right here just throwing off the entire equilibrium, trying to save humanity. Him along with Elon Musk, I guess. But when you have these fragmented families and you're doing it consciously and purposefully, and you don't have the resources for it, that's problematic. You don't have enough for it. You know that you're going to continue to bring more, and you still already owe on the other ones. It's like me going to a store. And I walk into the store and I say, you know what? Let me get that couch right there. Okay, bet. I only have 20% for the couch. Okay. Yeah, let's put it on layaway. Let's put it on afterpay, whatever. Okay. I come back to the store. Oh, I really like that dining table. Let me get that. Yeah, you still own it. No, I know I own that, but I really like the dining table. Let me get that as well. Yeah, but you still owe 80%. Yeah, I know. Let me get the dining table. Okay. I'll put that on afterpay as well. I'll pay 5%. You continue to return to the store time and time again, knowing good and damn well that you can't even take care of the rest of these, right? Let alone the time that is necessary, the energy, the effort that is necessary to just raise one of them chitlins into a healthy, functional, productive citizen or member of the human family. Let alone you're going to have more and more and more of them by more and more and more of these women indiscriminately. There is no plan. There's nothing besides, I just want more babies. It's like, like baby fever, right? You got a young woman who's talking about, oh man, look at all my friends again married. Oh, they all having babies. Oh, that's so cute. I want a baby. Why do you want a baby? You want a baby because you see somebody else who looks like they're enjoying being that mother, right? Instead of, I want a child because I'm ready to be a mother. I want a child because I'm ready to be a father. You just want one because you want another one. And for men, it can become an ego thing. It can become I want my clan around me, as a pride thing. It could very much be that. But when it's all said and done, they're going to be impacted by that. They're going to be affected by how you show up or do not show up. And, I remember seeing Nick Cannon when he was talking about his own situation. And, he's going on about how, well, I mean, some of the kids, I see a little more than the other kids. And, I do my best to see them at least once a week or this. And I'm like, bro. And you continue to, it's not like he stopped and he said, man, I'm bugging. I'm tripping. How do I make this work now with what I have? No, he wants more. They want more. I want another one and another one and another one. That is problematic. And that is at the core. That is a systemic problem when it comes to the so-called culture that we have been pushed into claiming. Baby mamas and baby daddies, like it's cute, like it's trendy, like it's something to do. Do you know how having a child is the most serious responsibility a human being will ever have? To rear up another human being, to be responsible for another human being will forever be the most important job that we have, period. If you had no other work to do, you ain't crunching numbers, you ain't goddamn laying bricks or whatever else it may be. One thing that humans are going to be doing is rearing up children and building a foundation, building an ecosystem, a house or whatever it is around these children to raise them as best as we possibly can, hopefully. So imagine taking that as lightly as, I'm finna get me a new little thing, a new little whip, right? You're gonna get a new child and a new baby mother, right? Another broken home as easily and as seamlessly and as thoughtlessly as you buying a new car. You probably put more thought into the car. There are brothers who will think more about the car that they want to get. They will do more research. They will study. They will go deep. They will meditate on that damn Hellcat. But when it comes to having a baby, oops. They out here having oopsie daisy babies. How the hell are you going to spend 6 months on whether or not to get this car, but you're just going to have an oopsie daisy baby? And the women on the other side who are having children with these dudes, they're after a bag or whatever it is. Y'all are just as foul. That is foul. Well, I'm going to get something out of this situation anyway. Okay, so you're going to use another human being, a child, the most vulnerable. You're going to use them as a way to get to the bag? That is despicable. Shame, shame, shame on anybody who is given over to this type of culture. And there's excuses of, well, these men have resources. Well, men are supposed to be polygamous and have many wives. Brother, you can't even handle one woman without doing something crazy, without stepping out. You can't even commit to one. What the hell are we talking about? You can't even be mentally, physically, emotionally invested into one. And you're talking about, you're already stressed over one. Okay? You're already trying to juggle the one, and you're talking about polygamy. It's only, people only bring these sorts of things up when it is serving to them and their agenda. They want to do something strange for a little piece of change. They want to get 1, 2, and 3 on the roster, which is real disrespectful to anybody. Imagine somebody just being a part of a roster. Like, what is this, a pickup game? What are we hooping? A roster? That's a human being we're talking about. But nevertheless, you want one, you want another, you can't even take care of the one that you have right now. Sit your happy ass down. Go home. Spend some time with your wife. Spend some time with your kids. Spend some time with your family. Spend some time to the ones that you devoted yourself to, that you committed to. Maybe your mama, your daddy, your auntie, your sister, maybe they're toxic as hell. Maybe you no longer have a relationship with them, but you made a commitment to your family, at the very least to your children, and you're just going to continue to reproduce them like it's nothing. I want more. I want more. Like his rings that he never got. What? You want more? Do you have the bandwidth for more? Likely not, because you already don't right now. You're already feeling ashamed about it right now. Whether the bandwidth is the financial aspect, if it's time, energy, and attention. And you're over here right now on a podcast talking to random strangers as opposed to being with your family. And I get it. That's your job. That's your work. You got to put your mission and your purpose first so you can even get to everything else. I completely get that. As a man, you need your purpose to be foundational. It needs to be at the epicenter of your life, right? That's your God-given purpose. But when you're now a parent, now you have adopted a full-blown purpose of being the best father, the best mother that you can possibly be. You got to take that shit serious. Unless you want all them kids just ending up in therapy for the rest of their lives. If that's what you're going for, then by golly, go for it. But I don't want to have to deal with your kids once they're adults because you didn't take care of the business you were supposed to take care of. Now I got to deal with something. I got to watch over my shoulder for your damn kid. Papa wasn't home. Where was he? Having another one. That's crazy. We need to do better, folks. And if you hear this, brother, let's do better. Let's do better. You probably will come for me like Jason Whitlock. You're not that guy. You might go in on me. If that be the case, then so be it. But we got to do better.
I used to be afraid of the dark, place unknown like a hardening heart. I used to see my life in the bar. Now the kids unchained, every shackle is lost. 2 steps in the moonlight, 2 step in the daytime. You just know when it feel right. You got a feeling the time's not. See you through those shades that I just threw on. Through my lens is you just can't do no wrong. I fell in love with myself again. I fell in love with myself. I fell in love with the sunshine. I fell in love with the light. I fell in love with the full moon. I fell in love with the night. I can see the light again. I can see the light. You can see the life in him illuminate the night. I know the time is taking. A 3-6-5, that's a full rotation. I see you looking up, you know them constellations. Constantly gazing like house of praises, you get to praising. They see your light shine, that's why they so frustrated. Even the sofa in Nova Scotia will win the bagels. I couldn't get them ease on the grease, why they burning up. Money growing trees,